Welcome back to the channel. We've got an optics review for you today with the Vortex Defender ST. Let's open this bad boy up. Boom, open. Oh. Here we go. Here's the little Vortex note. This is how it comes. Just like this, okay? Optics cover, Picatinny mount. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's see. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, we got some nice little rigid raised fronts on here. Comes installed on this mount, but let's open up this box and see what else it comes with. We've got a little manual right here, but we don't like reading on this channel. Look at all these dang screws it comes with, okay? And it even comes with an optics plate. So let's go through this real quick. We've got some 6x40s. These are for an FN509. We got some 6x48s, which is for HKs, Kimbers. We've got 6x32, which is for Smith & Wessons. We've got some M4x07s for Canics, SIGs, and CZ. We've got some M4x7s for Glock MOS, Ruger 5.7, and the Hellcat. It also comes with this handy tool, which I like. It's metal. We got a nice big paddle. This is for your screws. This is for your battery. It's got a cover similar to an SRO. Let's see if we can see that in the light. We don't have the best lighting right now, but this actually just fits in here and makes it easy. This is a little plus sign, fits inside of the battery, and it actually comes with a Glock MOS metal adapter plate. So for all you MOS boys out there, it goes right on, and you get a battery. All of this for 450 bucks. The value is there. It's pretty cool that they actually have the screws labeled. I'm a smooth-brained ape, so when it comes to figuring out what screws I need for my gun, there's a lot of guess and checking, but Vortex allows us to read. Look at that, we can read and figure out what the right screws are. So let's install it on a gun. All right, since we already installed one on the gun for this video, we're gonna actually install the optic for the torture test. So naturally, we've got the M&P that has been thrown hundreds of feet in the air. It's been shot with 9mm multiple times. It's been lit on fire, and we're gonna abuse it again. It's an M&P 2.0. I think this is the 4-inch model, full-size grip. So yeah, let's get this dot on here. And I bought some adapter plates for this, CHPWS, whatever. I bought these plates with my own hard-earned dollars. But these aftermarket plates are typically the way you want to go outside of the OEM ones instead of the plastic. Looks like they got us some screws. This is specific for Delta points and the E-Flex for the Smith & Wesson. So first things first, we got to take the optic off of the Picatinny mount, and we're going to use Vortex's tool this whole time just so we can get it good to go. Just like that. This should fit. There we go. Clicks into place, there we go. Boom, nice and flush. Now this is just gonna sit right on top of the gun. And now I'm gonna go to my Vortex screws, 6x32 for Smith & Wesson 2.0, length 10.8 millimeters, which is probably the same length that you guys are used to working with if you're watching these videos at home. Typically, if this was actually going to stay on my gun and I cared about keeping the 0 on it, I would torque these down, but since we are going to destroy this optic, we're just gonna send it with no torques, and we're just gonna torque it to the German torque spec, which is formerly known as UGA-GUGAs. Okay. Ow. You're gonna pay for that later. Let's get the battery in there too. So again, we're using the little Vortex tool, which is nice because on my SROs, I'd like strip the battery cover on it, and I ended up purchasing an aftermarket tool. I did test this on the SRO, and it does fit. The caps look suspiciously similar. I don't know if they're actually the same caps or not, but they're pretty close. There we go. Cap goes in, that sits in there. This is my least favorite part about these battery caps, is just getting them started. I usually just press down with my finger, and we're going to get moving on this. Tightening it down. We get to do like a quarter turn at a time. All right, we got that screwed back in, the battery's in, this thing is up and moving. The dot is on. The first thing I'd like to address is with the Defender CCW, that there was some emitter flicking going on. And with this ST, I think that they solved it. I mean, just that initial punch out of it and moving back and forth, the dot is looking solid. There's no flickering back and forth. And I think it's gonna cut it, and it's a very crisp dot. So again, we got these nice little rigid areas up front here. I like these nice big tactile buttons on the side. This is to turn brightness down. This is to turn brightness up, sitting flush on the plate. We've got some nice tactile adjustments right here with a bunch of small little detailed increments on it. There we go. And they tell you left, right, up, down, whatever. One click is one MOA. And so this is the nice little dot. It's exciting stuff seeing Vortex coming out with a new pistol dot that's going to be competitive. And I heard rumors of other pistol dots coming out from Vortex as well. But this is the fresh one on the market, the medium-sized one. I think law enforcement and everyday carry is probably gonna have the most realistic place for this dot. And again, 450 bucks, you get all these different screws, you get a Picatinny mount, you get a tool, you get a cover. Pretty good value considering everything included with this gun. Sorry, with this optic, not the gun. 1.2 inch width, 1.2 inch height, 1.8 inch length, weight, 1.3 ounces, footprint, Delta Point Pro. There's auto shut off, it'll auto shut off after 10 minutes. There's a button lockout as well, so if you want to lock your brightness setting in, that's also an option. Ooh, runtime battery life, okay? Setting 6, 24 hours a day, 2,500 hours, 1,000 days. Setting 6 for 6 hours a day, 100,000 hours for almost 4,200 days. That is an insane battery life. Realistically though, for guns that I shoot regularly, I'm swapping the batteries out at least once a year, just so I can stay up on it, and then I don't want that dot dying on me, whether it's in a match or if I'm carrying that gun. Like my dirty little Acros, those are about every quarter at this point, it seems like. I think Vortex did an excellent job with this one though. So with all this long-winded installation and information being said, let's go to the range.